Yo guys, what is up, what is good, Asian here, and we're getting down to some Battlefield 3 right here. Not something that I post too often, I suppose, but something that I really just wanted to post because I thought that this was an amazing match right here. You know, I honestly, I cut it short a little bit, mostly due to the fact because I started the match, forgot to start recording, then halfway through I said, holy shit, this team's horrible, and I need to show the world. Anyway, so let's, basically, what I wanted to talk about today is haters. not haters of me, but haters of MW3, Call of Duty, and Battlefield. The whole collision, the whole clash between both games, and the fact that I don't really see the point in how big this whole thing is between Battlefield and Call of Duty. I don't see why you can't just play both games or just stick to your game and not bash the other one. Now, basically, what Call of Duty basically did with their MW3 game is nothing. Or I guess they did a lot, but I'm not really enjoying it as much as I really should be at this point. You'll see that because I go back to playing Black Ops. I played some Call of Duty 4 and some World at War the other day. And, you know, I just been playing a lot of other things than I generally would be at this point in the Call of Duty life cycle. And, you know, it's because, you know, Call of Duty isn't taking care of their game. Infinity Ward isn't doing enough to their game, or maybe they're just doing too much to the game, honestly, because, you know, with the infected lobbies, if anybody, or not infected lobbies, but infection, you know, the game type that they just put in and everything. But honestly, I feel like what they did with that, they just messed it up almost immediately. Like, the first day that it was out, I really enjoyed it. Second day, a little bit. They included throwing knives in some matches, but not all of them. Third day, every lobby had a throwing knife map. Every map was a throwing knife map. And the survivors never survived. It was always the infected that won. And honestly, that is not the way to go about treating a game type that you just put out. Because honestly, literally, if after 3 days I stop enjoying the game type, that's kind of bullshit right there. You know, you don't do that. You don't mess with something that much. And honestly, they really aren't doing much to keep the game interesting. And, you know, I feel what they're trying to work on Elite and try to work on their game at the same time. I feel like they've got too much on their plate with just only having a little bit over a year to work on the game, and it's not enough to really, you know, get a full-on good look at a game. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I feel like Battlefield 3 actually is the better game. Now, honestly, I've been playing both series my whole gaming career, if you could say. But honestly, Battlefield 3 is definitely the better game at this point. And because Call of Duty has been in this downward spiral ever since MW2, because MW2 is around the time that the whole hype and everything about Call of Duty really jumped at MW2, because that was basically the high point of the whole game. Everyone started playing it because, honestly, they probably actually did a really good job with that game. If they would have fixed things, they would have actually decided to work on the game as much as Treyarch decided to work on Black Ops, then it would have been an amazing game, I'm not gonna lie. But, you know, they chose not to do that. Now, it's 1 year isn't enough to work on the game. And I think DICE and everyone there at EA, they honestly probably have the right idea, not releasing a new game every year. I feel like they actually take time with their games. Their game is different from Call of Duty. It's really different, and I feel like the only reason that anybody doesn't really like Battlefield, from what I've heard, is that it's too hard for people. It's too much of a switch from Call of Duty to Battlefield to really understand the whole game and everything that it is in its entirety and everything, because Battlefield 3 is definitely a completely different game. It is so different in so many ways. Oh, excuse me. But I definitely feel like overall Battlefield 3 takes the cake. And overall, I don't know why people are always bickering over which one's better, because I know it's Battlefield 3, but does it really matter? Do you need to keep going on all of the Call of Duty videos on YouTube and say, hey, you know, BF3 is better, so F this? You know, I feel like I feel like I see this a lot. It's mostly from Battlefield people, and I don't know why. You can't just you can't just let both games do what they want with their game and enjoy it both ways. But evidently I'm in the minority in this group, apparently. But I feel like it goes both ways. You know, Call of Duty people troll on Battlefield videos. Battlefield people tend to post things that you know, like pro Battlefield, you know, like F COD or anything like that. When honestly, I don't give a shit at all, because both games are good. MW3, they should have taken longer to work on it. I hope Black Ops 2 is going to be good. And overall, I feel like Treyarch in the whole Call of Duty series is the better developer for the game. But overall, the better developer out of all three would definitely probably be DICE and EA, the publisher. They definitely put out a good game, because I enjoyed Bad Company 2, I enjoyed Battlefield 3, and there wasn't that time where I was just like, you know, I don't really want to play this anymore, and, you know, like, where you get totally just tired out of the game, because they actually take time with what they're doing. I know I'm getting a little repetitive, but that's just the way that I feel about this topic. It's kind of the way that it is, too, because, you know, it's just the way it is. But that's all I really wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed this gameplay right here. Little bit of me playing some Battlefield 3. I thought this was amazing. Little spoiler for the end, we actually ended up losing the match. Sadly enough, I probably could have played the objective a little bit more, but I was looking at trying to level up my LMG class and everything. So, if you like this commentary, rate it up or rate it down. Subscribe if you like what I put out, and I'll see you all later.